What is going on, you guys? Today we are going to be installing our RTR Grille and RTR Lights. So here is our grill. Here is our lights. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the car was left on jacks from when I painted the calipers, so we're just gonna leave it up on jacks. It's easier to get to the wheel wells by doing that. So we'll go ahead and leave that there for now. We are going to need to be drilling into the RTR Grille in order to put the screws in for our lights. So let's go ahead and get everything laid out so we can see what we're working with. So here is our RTR Grille. We're going to be needing to screw into these holes right here because the grill does not come with them pre-drilled in case, you want to run with the grill without it. I mean, looking at it, it just kind of looks like it needs it, considering that they put those indents in there. So I don't know why they might as well just drill it out for us. Here looks like our passenger side light. Comes with the hardware that we are going to be needing. Let's open up our driver's side light. Here's our driver's side light. Sweet. Driver's side and passenger side and our hardware. Now, it doesn't tell you how big of a hole we're going to need to drill. So I'll figure that out as we start getting everything off, and then we'll see how big of a hole we'll have to drill and let you guys know. Let's start with taking off our front bumper. First, we're going to have to remove these clips right here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we got our radiator cover clips removed. So let's go ahead and take out our radiator cover. Next, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8mm screws that we are going to have to remove. And then, what method is that? I have no idea. So this is a 7/32 bolt we're gonna have to remove. Now that we have those out, we are going to go underneath the car right here. Conveniently that we have the car lifted up, it's gonna make it a little bit easier for us. There's going to be a series of 7mm bolts going around the entire bumper that we're going to go ahead and get out. All right, we have all of our 7mm bolts out. I believe that was 12 that we took out. If we go onto the fender liner, there's going to be 3 push pins that we have to get out. So in order to get these out, we're just gonna push those guys in. Should be able to pop right out, just like that. Same with the one on the inside here. Push that in. Should be able to pop right out. All right, now we have this out. Let's go ahead and pull our fender liner back. And we are going to unplug our turn signal. We are good there. Next, we have what looks to be 10mm bolts at the top here. 2 10mm bolts followed by a Christmas tree clip. So we're going to need to get those out. So now, you could use a ratchet. We are going to use a deep socket, 10mm here. Got 1 bolt removed. 2 bolts removed. Now all we have to do is pull down, and the Christmas tree clip should be released. Got the clips released. This is basically the piece that we have here. It sits inside the bumper, just like this. So when we go to mount it back up, it's gonna make it a lot easier. A lot like the S197 bumpers. If you guys had worked with the early model S197s, then basically they have something like this, but without the Christmas tree clip. Do the same thing on the other side. Then we're gonna go ahead and get ready to take off the bumper. All right, now we can just basically remove our bumper. So we're going to go ahead and pick up on one side to release these clips here from holding on the bumper. It is easier if you do have a second set of hands with you to get this guy off. The whole bumper's released. And now we have the bumper off. So now that we have the bumper off, we are going to go ahead and start prepping our grill. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and figure out which bit we're going to use. I'm just going to basically try to align which one looks like it would be the same size. Well, looks like we're using a 9/64 bit, what it looks like here. 9/64 is just a little too small. Let's see how the 5/32. bit looks instead. We are actually going to use the 5/32 bit instead. It's just a little bit smaller, but is the closest to the same size. Now we can go ahead and go to our grill. So on our grill, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there are these little triangle round looking things cut out. You're basically just going to be drilling right into the round part of them. We're going to go ahead and put these guys on our lights. I must say that the hardware supplied with the 2018 model is much better than the 2015 to 17 model from the previous year. So let's go ahead and start drilling. Now, if you are a little bit off, it's okay because these do have alignment tabs, so when you could always make the hole a little bit bigger because the screw is still going to line up in the same spot either way. We have all of our holes drilled. Let's go ahead and do a quick test fit without the washer to see how it aligns. These basically align perfectly with them, so that works out in our favor, because all we have to do is just screw them in now. So let's go ahead and take off our old grill and swap it out with our new grill. All right, to take off the grill, it would be better to lay it down flat on a towel or even the grass or something that won't scratch the bumper. I don't have anything right now, so it is possible to do it by just sitting it up right here. It is gonna be a little bit harder, but it's definitely doable. So we're going to have a few clips. What I'm looking at right here is one at the bottom here, one inside, a couple inside there. We'll start taking it off and see. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to stick our flathead up inside and basically pry upward in order to release each clip. So we got one there, the same thing on this side, just like that. We got this side released. Just gonna go over to the middle here. Same thing. Perfect. Now we have our bumper support out. Now we're going to have all these clips going around the whole grill. Best way to do it is to start at one corner and start working our way all the way around until you get the whole grill off. As you start getting toward the middle, it's going to be easier to just pull the whole grill off. Go ahead and start on this side here. Let's just go ahead and pry up on these clips and push out on the bumper from the outside here. That clip is released. Now let's do the outer one here. Perfect. Now we have something to pull on as we pry the rest out. I will give it to Ford. They did a great job making this grill stay on for sure. That's so cool. It even has the paint date on it. Wow. Got the grill out. So we're gonna be getting rid of this. Now, I'm so glad we're going to be switching from the gloss to the matte. It will look so much better with our lower grill, considering that's matte. I'm not sure why Ford decided to do gloss and matte. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But now that we have that all together, let's go ahead and set up our RTR lights. I'll show you where I'm gonna be mounting these lights, and you can choose to do it in the same spot, or if you find a better spot, go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and set these up very gently. Get our hardware together, and then we go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and put our light up into place here. Now we can go ahead, now that that's lined up, we'll go ahead and start putting in our other screws. Now that the lights are put in, we are let's see here. Actually, let's go ahead and mount our controllers. How do we want to mount these? I think we're just going to mount them right there. Let's actually set it up to see how it fits, if it will be in the way at the top over there. All right, so perfectly, actually. We're going to be putting the controller right there. You could use an alcohol prep pad to clear off the area. I mean, for my last vehicle, I did that a few times, and then I did it without it. It didn't really make a difference, from what I noticed at least. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it without it. Set that up there. I wanna make sure the wires aren't twisted too much, and then we could just, boom. Just like that. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side here. Now that we have that set up, we're not gonna be having strain on our 2 power and ground wires as we go ahead and mount it up, because it's going to be pulling on the controller directly, and that is pretty sturdy there. So let's go ahead and just mount up our grill. Once you align the tabs, just start pushing them in. As you work it around, it'll slowly start snapping in, just like that. All right, we have the grill mounted in place. Looks a lot better than our stock grill. Now all we have to do is just put back in our bumper support, and then we can go ahead and finish up with our install. All right, now that we have that done, let's go ahead and put our bumper on, plug these guys in, and let's see how it looks. So all we're going to do is reach back here for the headlight connector. Oh, there we go. Squeeze the tab on it and pull out. And RTR is amazing and nice enough to make this a direct plug and play setup. So we have to plug one side in. There should be an audible click noise, just like that. And then this remaining end goes plugged in to our headlight. We can't plug that in yet because we don't have the room based on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up plugging in that side, put up the bumper, and I'll see you guys when the install's done. So here we have it. There is the RTR Grille. Looks just like 15 to 17 models. I mean, obviously, you know, they changed the style. They put the little cutout in the corner there. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, though. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave that in the comment box down below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.